Welcome back to another episode of Up the Score Show. In today's episode, we're going to be ranking the best trade destinations for Kawhi Leonard. Bro, we got a lot of crazy stuff to talk about with Kawhi Leonard before we talk about this trade destinations he could go to. And the reason this video is even being brought up is all of these allegations coming up. And I just know, like, Kawhi Leonard, we don't know why Kawhi Leonard does what Kawhi Leonard does, and the fact that a story is coming out. I don't know. You feel me? It's just a fun topic to talk about. And what do y'all think about these allegations? Do y'all think Kawhi should get in trouble?
I don't know if he knows directly. I'm not really sure who was in charge of doing that contract. It might have been Steve Ballmer. It might have been Kawhi. It might have been his agent. But I don't think Kawhi knew exactly what was going on. That's my opinion.
I don't think. Wait, this is gonna sound crazy. Steve Ballmer invested. I don't think he owns that company. If I corrected, right?
I think you are. I think what was funny is like he invested 40 million in the
50,
company.
50, 50.
Okay, he invested 50 million in the company, and a little bit after the company gave Kawhi a 28 million dollar deal, I believe. Just
Yeah,
right
28.
immediately after, and it was around the same time like Kawhi got his deal. But the thing about it, I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of owners do this, like Kawhi. This story is coming out for a reason. You know what I mean? Like a lot of like Jalen Brunson, he signed a team friendly deal, and his dad get a job on the team. Like they found a way to give Jalen Brunson some compensation too. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
they had to. They had to.
hey, bro, like a lot of teams just do this. You feel me? And the
But
other thing about it,
he gets paid less than OG. So yeah, I think he gets yeah.
yeah, and the other thing about it is Kawhi Leonard, um, it's just who he is, and I forgot what I was about to say. That's crazy. Um, just yeah, Kawhi Leonard. There's just a couple places that I know would love a player like that. Thing about it though is he is on the older side, so it ain't gonna be no rebuilding team. It'll be a team that's like in the middle, like the Miami Heat. But at the same time, I think if what I'm saying is true and Kawhi does get moved, it's him forcing his way out of the Clippers somehow. Because a lot of players, like I just know a lot of players get money under the table. You know what I mean? Like, and they hide it. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Um, People were saying that Kawhi never publicly did anything with this company. That's false. What happened is they posted him on Twitter and said every like and retweet we post a tree for Kawhi Leonard. What happened is they never found any of the trees, like where's all these trees y'all said y'all from the plant? You feel me? So like, do you think Kawhi and his agent are just mad that they ain't plant them trees? Do you think Kawhi and his agent mad if something with the Clippers want to don't see this as a winning place? He wants to move somewhere else and win another ring. I don't know, but Kawhi
I
Leonard, what's up?
I don't think he'd be mad at the Clippers. I mean, they're doing their best to contend in the West right now, and with this younger core, older core. Yeah, I don't think it's because he wants to get traded.
Yeah,
I think the guy that like leaked it. I think he was just like jealous that he like basically didn't do nothing, and he was people are just some people are haters. Some people just get jealous.
yeah. No. What it also is accountants. What an accountant is supposed to do is go through a business finances after they file for bankruptcy. And that's what the company did. They filed for bankruptcy, and an accountant with a company this big has to go over the details and be like, why would a company, this big fail? And they probably seen Steve Ballmer was like their biggest purchase of history, and they had to, investigate that purchase, like that's just how you stumble across things sometimes as an accountant. And Kawhi Leonard's deal, probably showed up. They seen that, every retweet we finna plant a tree. Where the trees at, fam? Like, boy, you just got money under the table, and it's obvious because they ain't no trees. But do they have to move on from it? Like, would they have to trade him?
My answer, I don't think is no. The NBA is gonna force it.
You know what? Hey,
No,
Larry.
Yeah.
Every year the Paul George trade gets worse. They for Kawhi and Paul George, they traded Jalen Williams. They traded Shea Gilgeous Alexander, and they traded like 5 more picks for Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, and they couldn't even steal the right. They couldn't even cheat the right way. Like first of all, you lost the trade, and you cheated, and like, oh man. But at the same time, as a Clippers fan, you gotta love Steve Ballmer. He willing to do anything to get them boys to LA. But sometimes when you do stuff like that and you do it as dumb as he just did, you can't be an owner of the team anymore. Like that's the scary thing about it. Like the Clippers owner before him, you know how they like made him sell the team for saying all that about Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't think he'd ever go to that though. I don't think with him he'd go to that. I think he just have to forfeit like 4 picks.
They don't have
Um,
4 picks to forfeit. Yeah.
yeah, but like they this Larry they would probably for the first time ever find a way to forfeit 5 first round picks you don't even own yet.
Yeah.
Like because that's
I
usually
no.
what happens.
I think Kawhi's contract just gets vetoed. That's what I think.
Nah, or I don't know. No matter what,
I
I
mean,
think he becomes a free agent. No, I genuinely think he becomes a free agent, and yeah,
nah, no matter what, the Clippers, if they get in trouble, they're gonna have to forfeit multiple first round picks, and I know they don't have any, but that's why I said that was gonna make the Kawhi Leonard trade even worse. They don't have any
Paul George.
picks because of Kawhi. Yeah, but it was Kawhi and Paul. It was like both.
Yeah, no. If
But like,
Kawhi, if Paul, they didn't get Paul George,
yeah,
Kawhi was good.
exactly. So like every year, them being that desperate for Kawhi gets worse and worse and worse. Like, man, dude. Oh man. Where do y'all think would be the best landing spot for him to go if the NBA forced the Clippers to move on from him?
I think this is gonna sound crazy. I told you this before, actually. The Toronto Raptors.
wait. So are we matching the $40 million salary, or we just kind of?
Ooh,
No,
now you got
yeah, but that's what
yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah, yeah, you
Toronto.
gotta be paid. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Toronto can like put Jakob and Brandon Ingram together.
Nah, that's too much. Kawhi's like 35.
But no. The thing is, the team is well built. They just need to get off that money. And this Kawhi deal is his expiring. I think Kawhi is expiring.
Yeah, but their team is kind of well built because they have Jakob in the back line.
But
Nah,
yeah, but not, maybe they don't trade Jakob. Maybe they trade somebody else. But you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
Toronto would be a good fit. A trade around Ingram, like Ingram based deal, wouldn't be bad for them.
wouldn't be terrible. It wouldn't.
Yeah. And then the Clippers would get basically a younger guy, like a younger Kawhi that doesn't play defense like that. You know?
Oh wow! No, I got the spot. The
What is
Dallas
it?
Mavericks.
Nah.
Kyrie Irving is his cousin.
There?
Yeah, and
Are we doing just free agent pickup or matching $40 million?
he could. The that's why I'm putting the Dallas Mavericks at number one because both. Because check me out, Larry. Nerd, you just said he's on an expiring deal, Kawhi Leonard.
If I'm not mistaken. Or he's on a 2 year.
I'm gonna search it up. But if Kawhi is leaking all of this while he's on an expiring deal, I'm telling y'all, it's because like he's being like, nah, he know what he doing. Kawhi always knows what he does, bro. Kawhi ain't stupid, man. I've been watching Kawhi long enough to know to just know. 25-26 season, he gets paid 50 mil. And then the 26-27 season, he'll also be getting paid 50 mil. So no, he has 2 years left on his deal. Wait, 25-26. That's this upcoming season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he got 2 more years. So next year when Kawhi Leonard is on an expiring deal, he made sure that his trade value will be very cheap. So really, all you got to do is have enough salary space. And the Dallas Mavericks just re-signed PJ Washington. You know, like you could have a deal with PJ Washington, Max Christie, one of the centers. You know,
I,
like
I feel you, but they have really good depth right now, and they also have
yeah.
super
But
flag.
who would they start? Would they start Kawhi at the two?
Well, that would be a team with Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, Kawhi Leonard, Cooper
So,
Flag, and Anthony Davis.
so Cooper Flag goes off the bench.
No, Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, Kawhi Leonard, Cooper Flag, Anthony Davis.
But AD wants to play power forward, you know?
I don't care. We traded Derek Lively or Daniel Gafford, and now we need one of them as a backup center. You 7-footer that only block shots and grab 14 rebounds a game. We need Cooper Flag at the 4, and we traded for Kawhi Leonard.
I don't think it's gonna work. I just Klay Thompson and PJ Washington contracts would probably be combined for that trade. And yeah, I'm with David on that one, having AD at the 4 as well.
I like him at the 4 more, and he'll be able to do it sometimes. Still, you're still gonna keep one of the centers, but I mean Cooper Flag, his position is power forward. You know, both of them guys are power forward. You have to put one of them at the 4.
I get that, but just also Cooper Flag. I think this is a perfect year for him to kind of spread his wings with Kyrie being out for almost all the entire season.
I don't think Nico Harrison that stupid. I don't think he's that.
Larry, with this, okay, with the Dallas Mavericks scenario, how I'm looking at it is Kawhi and his agent tell the Clippers that, like, remember how y'all got us. Y'all gonna lose me how you got me. All right, this is our last run, and next year I want to go to the Mavericks. That's how I'm looking at it. Like, this would be a next year plan. Like, they can't trade PJ Washington yet because they just got him. That's why I'm saying the Dallas Mavericks, in like every scenario, Kyrie Irving is his cousin. You know, that's family. Anthony Davis is a star defensive big. Cooper Flag is a new shining toy. What if Cooper Flag
Shining toys crazy.
Nah, but it's real. And with all that depth that the Mavericks got, Kawhi could load manage till the playoffs in his final year of his career, maybe. You know, why not ride off in the sunset with your cousin? Like and that would be a real winning scenario.
Yeah, but the Clippers, I think the Clippers might be a better team than the Mavericks this year.
Yeah, That's what I'm saying next year. No, that's what I'm saying in the scenario with the Mavericks. He's telling the Clippers, he's letting the Clippers know a year in advance. It's the last run. Next year, I want to go to the Mavericks. Like I think that's what Kawhi kind of setting himself up for. I think Kawhi is setting himself up for a last run with the Clippers, and like he just reminded them how they got him. You know, like yeah, like that's kind of how Kawhi is, man. I ain't gonna lie, or I'm just assuming. You know, we're just recording content on YouTube, but I mean, another place that Kawhi could go is maybe the Cavaliers. You know, trade Jared Allen. Would the Clippers want that?
Nah.
Nah.
They got too much.
Yeah, you're right. They got Zubac, man. Like, I wouldn't trade Darius Garland if I'm the Cavs, right?
No,
exactly. The Hawks.
No, I think they're trying to keep this team like set in stone.
Yeah, and how would the Hawks acquire 50 mil with? I mean, what if the Hawks want to move on from Porzingis next year? Porzingis.
But we don't know that though. We don't know that, you know.
I know, but like that's why we're living in 15 scenarios in this video, Drayden. I'm trying to find the number one in our opinion. Like nothing in this video we know. We don't even know what's going on with Kawhi right now. We're just yapping.
Yeah, no. Like that's why I said I think the Raptors would be a good fit.
Yeah, the Nuggets, how would the Nuggets be able to? I mean, all this depth that the Nuggets got, right? This offseason, would you risk it for Kawhi?
No.
But Jokic doesn't need star players. He needs players that can play, which is
I
depth.
know, but like I'm saying, do you fall into temptation? Well, what if Kawhi Kawhi tells Jokic, "I want to play with you"?
What if he doesn't want to play there though? That's the thing.
I'm saying, what if he does?
Maybe that
Do the
works.
Nuggets get influenced by Kawhi saying he want to be a Nugget for the rest of his career? Are you budging if you the Nuggets at all?
No,
No,
Dang, dang.
no.
So where's the best Kawhi destination?
I still say Raptors, man.
Larry, give me the top two.
I'm looking at Sacramento. If I'm being honest with you,
Sa-
yeah,
ah,
they have the money
He
back.
is from Sacramento. I think he is from Sacramento, if I'm not mistaken.
he's still in Cali. Nah, I'm going because that's not terrible.
Only because they're
Ah,
desperate teams. They're not really going anywhere. Kawhi Leonard star could move the needle by like 2 seeds or something like that.
nah, but I don't really see them like. I would
But
hate
what?
it if that's what Kawhi does, though.
No, I don't think that's gonna happen. No, I don't
Yeah,
like that.
it's actually in one
It's a
of the
good
top
one.
five.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
could be. It's a good one, but like, who would they trade though?
Timberwolves.
DeMar DeRozan, they have a lot of names, honestly. They have the best chance of getting Kawhi with those packages. Honest with you.
What about the Timberwolves?
I don't think they're risking it.
Julius Randle.
Randall, yeah. Randall and Mike Conley, you get the job done with those two.
Kawhi, Ant-Man, Rudy Gobert. That's cool.
And Jaden McDaniels.
That's cool. That's cool. That's a cool team, man. Is that likely though? Would the Timberwolves want to do that? Yeah, I would if I'm the Timberwolves.
Would you really? You're really gonna sell your depth for Kawhi,
Yeah, if I'm the Timberwolves, yeah.
who
We
plays
may
40 who plays less than 40 games these last years?
That's
yeah
it's like his health kind of messes all this whole conversation up.
Yes, it actually does a lot.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. He could go anywhere. His value isn't high. Like his value isn't high because of injuries. He makes a lot of money, so like you have to give up like a couple players for him, but it's gonna be kind of easy because you could give up anyone for him, and it seems like he's the one leaking news. You know what I mean? So like teams are already scared of him. So nah, he's cheap. Kawhi, and he's 35, gonna be 36.
How about Miami? You got Andrew Wiggins, Norman Powell. That can make the money match.
Yeah, but I don't. Oh, he did just see his boy Norman Powell just go to Miami, huh? I mean, I as a Heat fan, I would give up Jovic with the quickness, but Spo love him, so he wouldn't. Um, okay, so hold on. Terry Rozier would have to be in the deal. We'd have to probably give up a couple picks. Terry Rozier
But
picks.
no. The thing is though, the Clippers are trying to contend still. Like, that's similar.
If they trade Kawhi, they have no choice but to get picks because that means they know they're gonna forfeit all their future picks. Though they have to rebuild, and they're gonna be rebuilding with no picks, so they have to trade for picks. Nobody signs to the Clippers. Only if it's Kawhi Leonard, who the only other he was gonna go to the Clippers or the Lakers, and they offered him the same amount of deal. But 10 years later, we're finding out no, they didn't because he was getting money under the rug. Like the year that Kawhi got money under the rug, the reason it's so unfair is because Kawhi didn't sign with the Clippers until maybe a week before the NBA season, if y'all remember. And Kawhi, like right now in free agency, like you see what stage of free agency we're at today.
Yeah.
The Clippers and the Lakers both had a max contract. The Lakers let go of Alex Caruso, like Dwight Howard. You remember all those role players when they won the 2020 Rajon Rondo? Remember
Yeah.
all those role players where you're like, why did the Lakers let them go? It's because Kawhi led them on. But
But they
really,
got him back.
no, I'm talking about the Kawhi led the Lakers on.
Yeah, but they still got their guys
Oh
back.
no, they didn't. They didn't get Caruso back. This is the offseason Caruso went to the Bulls.
No, that was because of Westbrook. What the hell?
No, 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 no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no,
So
no.
wait, what year? What year? What year? What
I'm
year?
talking about
2020?
in free agency, like
When?
Kawhi Leonard.
When?
After they won the bubble championship, that's when Kawhi went to the Clippers.
No, Kawhi won in 2020 when they won the chip.
The Toronto Raptors
Toronto Raptors won in 2019, and he was a Clipper in 2020.
and the year. Okay, hold on.
The
There
year
was
that
a year
Caruso, no, no,
Kawhi
hang on,
led
hang
the
on,
Lakers
hang
on.
on, hang on, wait. The
The
year
Lake,
Caruso left was because of Westbrook. The contracts couldn't work.
I think
No,
Kawhi
no,
made a bunch of role players on the Kawhi Lakers versus
no,
Clippers
no.
free
The only
agencies.
reason they didn't sign him, the only reason is because they his uncle wanted some shit.
No, we have to find
No, you're tripping, you're tripping. Just
not
like the first.
something. No, something is wrong. That's why I'm saying that we're gonna find an article on it real quick. Um, I know what I'm saying. Maybe it was the wrong set of role players, but Kawhi, the Clippers, and the Lakers. You see how it's September 7th?
Yeah.
There was an off season where the Lakers had LeBron James, Anthony Davis,
No, 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 no.
and a
Okay.
hold on, and a chance at Kawhi Leonard, and they waited until the last week of the NBA free agency.
They
Like
did.
Kawhi led them that 100% happened, but I'm trying
No,
to
it
find
didn't.
out what
It didn't.
trying to find
Look,
out
what you
wait.
I think what you're trying to say is that 2019-2020 season, the free agency, where Larry, yeah, am I right? Like, no, because because they were gonna sign Kawhi, but then they got the AD trade, so then they just stopped, and that's why Kawhi went to the Clippers.
Mm, there was multiple times Kawhi was gonna get traded to the Lake. No, you're right, but you're wrong. Like I hear you now. I see why you're confused. Before AD got traded to the Lakers, it was gonna be AD or Kawhi because Kawhi's a
Yeah.
hometown kid. Yes, and then Kawhi got traded to Toronto for 1 year. The same year
No,
AD got
no,
traded, and then
no, no,
hold on, you gotta
no,
let me
no.
finish. Hold on, hold
It's
on, hold
because
on.
no.
No, come
You had
on, man.
the
Come, you're wrong though. Like
no. You
you're
have the
actually
years mixed up. No. You
hold on,
have.
hold
I
on,
swear
hold
to
on, hold
God.
on. Let me mute you. Let me mute you because you're actually just wrong. Look, the year that Kawhi got traded to the Toronto Raptors, he wanted to go to the Lakers, but Coach Pop said, "I'm sending your ass out the country. You're not going home." And what did he do? He went out the country and won a championship. And when he won that championship, he still wanted to go home. So it was going to be the Lakers or the Clippers. And what did he do? He told the Lakers he wants to come to play with Kawhi, AD, and LeBron as a trio. But the Clippers clearly offered Kawhi something even bigger. And that's what it was. That's all I'm trying to say.
You had the years mixed up. AD and
No,
Kawhi didn't. AD and Kawhi didn't get traded the same year.
I just I'm
You did.
saying like the rumors were like you know how like we've been talking about Miles Turner getting traded to the Warriors forever. Like it was always
Yeah.
rumors of Kawhi going to the Lakers. We all knew Kawhi wanted to go to the Lakers. And then
Mm-hmm.
the year that he got traded to the Raptors, he wanted to go to the Lakers still.
Mm-hmm.
He always wanted to go to the Lakers.
Yeah. He wanted to be in LA.
Yes, but the thing is, after they got AD, Kawhi was just he kind of like he did start just switching up on them. But the Lakers did everything the Lakers had an off season where their only plan was to get Kawhi. They crashed out for Kawhi. They lost everything for Kawhi, and then Kawhi went to the ops. Like it was
Uh,
smart when he did that. I said it was smart because like why would he, tell let the Lakers have an off season when when he's trying to decide if he's going to go to the Clippers or not. And what if Steve Ballmer's ultimate thing to get Kawhi was, hey, I know the Lakers offered you a max just like us, but here's an extra 30 million.
Larry, am I tripping?
I'm not too sure honestly.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't think this ever happened because Kawhi was never a free agent. He would always resign.
No, I think whenever he
But
left.
you just know earlier in the episode you said that Paul George got traded if Kawhi could sign. What are you saying? You're wrong.
No, 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 no.
Earlier,
Kawhi.
hold on. Earlier in the
Wait,
episode, yes or no? Did you say that Kawhi? Did you say Kawhi didn't get traded earlier in the episode and he signed?
no, he signed and then no, he wanted if when he
You're
signed,
just
he
talking,
said
man.
that no, no, no. When Kawhi signed, he said that he wanted a star, and Paul George was there, so they got for Paul George. That's why, because he wanted another star in
And
the
Kawhi
Clippers.
signed there, right?
Yes,
So what are you talking about? Kawhi never signed.
I never said what. I said
You
Kawhi
said Kawhi.
signed. I said Kawhi signed, but he never was a free agent after that. So the Lakers could have never signed him in the
I'm
2020
saying
decade.
in that free agency when he signed with the Clippers,
Uh
the
huh.
other team was the Lakers.
Yeah, but
Those
the
were the
Lakers
two
didn't.
teams fighting.
The Lakers had Alex Caruso and Dwight Howard. Like I don't know where you're getting they because that's the year they won the chip.
And they didn't re-sign them because Kawhi said,
But they won the chip that year. How the hell are they?
"Okay,
What
oh, hold on. I hear what you're saying. They won the chip that year. Okay, and then the
with
year
Alex?
after, hold on,
They
and then that offseason after. Wait, I hear what you're saying, but I hear what. Oh my, what is wrong?
no 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 no.
Something's wrong. Something's
You're
wrong.
tripping.
Something's
You're
wrong.
tripping. Listen, let me
Something's
explain.
wrong. You're
Let
not
me,
wrong. No, you're not wrong, but you're not right either. I'm trying
hang
to.
on.
It says
Let me
look,
explain. Let me explain. Let me explain.
something's wrong.
2019 free agency was Kawhi, right? That year, 2019 to 2020, the
Uh-huh.
Lakers won the chip with Dwight Howard, Alex Caruso, and the role players. 2021 was the year that injuries happened to AD and LeBron. 2021 to 2022 is the Russell Westbrook trade. And that's when they lost Alex Caruso and Dwight Howard because of Westbrook's big ass contract.
But they who did they lose because of Kawhi?
Nobody.
They no, they did. We gotta watch a video on it later. I can't find it right now. I know what I'm saying, but like I also hear you. Like I am wrong about
Larry,
something.
not Larry, am I tripping?
Yeah, both of us are wrong. We're arguing. We're not trying to find out the reality of it. Like that's what the problem is. We both are wrong. Like Kawhi Leonard, Clippers versus Lakers saga. I'm gonna just watch a video on it because I remember. Okay, Shannon Sharp. Dude, this isn't. I'm gonna find it out later. We're gonna talk about it off the episode. Like, we're gonna find out about it. Let's get the ranking because we 30 episodes in, we 30 minutes in, and we haven't even said what team do we think would be the best landing spot for him. What about the Lakers? Luca, LeBron, Kawhi.
For what? What are they? What are the Lakers? They don't have cap space. They're cut.
Yeah. They don't. Yeah. Hold on, bro. Look, Kawhi Leonard, Lakers versus Clippers free agency saga. I can't find it. Or Kawhi's 2019 decision is a blessing in disguise for the Lakers. The Lakers have had no shortage of stars throughout the seven. Fast forward, Kawhi joined the many. Kawhi's 2019 blessing. I can't find anything because like all of this new stuff coming out. Everything that's coming out about him right now is new, and we're kind of live. And I ain't trying to like be stuck on this too much, but we've been stuck on it so long that we may as well find out what the butterfly effect was of Kawhi doing that. I'm trying to find out what the butterfly effect was, but you're right, I'm wrong. But there was a butterfly effect. That's basically the point I'm trying to say. Kawhi Leonard waiting until like 2 weeks before the NBA season to sign with the Clippers, it gave the Lakers a butterfly effect. But what you're saying is they still won the championship. So like,
That's yeah.
you know,
No. I don't think.
but it
I
did
think
give them a butterfly effect. Who was on the okay? This was the 2019 off season. That
yeah.
means who was on the Lakers roster in the 2018 season? Who am I saying
Uh,
they was?
it was
Yeah, but
it was JaVale McGee, LeBron, Rajon Rondo, Alex Caruso, Kyle Kuzma. I think. Uh,
okay. Did they lose KCP?
no, KCP was still in that team.
Did they lose Josh? Oh man, they had Josh Hart, Kyle Kuzma.
They lost Josh Hart. They lost Josh Hart and Brandon Ingram and all those guys for AD. I
Yeah.
think you're talking about AD here. I think you're messing up AD with Kawhi.
No, you're wrong about that, but you're right about me messing up with the butterfly effect. You're right about that, though. I'm messing up the butterfly effect. You're not wrong about that, but I don't know what I'm wrong about. Okay, Westbrook. No, did they get? When did they get Westbrook? They got Westbrook.
2021, 2021 off season.
I think you're almost wrong about the timing of Westbrook. Hold on.
No. It was 2021. No, don't worry. I I know that.
2020. No. What I mean is, okay, so they traded for 80, right?
Yeah. No, Caruso left. Caruso left because there was no cap space. The
Hold
Lakers
on, hold
could
on,
not.
hold on. Let me cook. Let me cook. Let me cook. Let me know when I'm wrong. Let me cook. All right. Just don't say nothing until I'm wrong. Okay.
Okay.
They traded for 80.
Yeah.
They won the championship.
Yep.
When they won the championship, what happened that offseason?
That offseason they kept the thing, except they lost Dwight Howard because he wanted a bigger role in Philly, if I'm not mistaken. And that's really it. They ran it back. They ran it back, but the reason why they had an unsuccessful season that year was because injuries to.
Uh, Boom. Okay, so what I'm saying the butterfly effect was is they lost Dwight Howard and the opportunity to sign someone else in free agency. Because at this
No,
point,
but Kawhi, bro,
what
how? If Kawhi signed a multi-year deal, Kawhi signed a multi-year.
exactly that means the Lakers also had enough cap space to offer players that. That's what I'm saying. That was the butterfly effect. Now I hear you, but I just explained it. Do you hear me now?
Not really.
Okay, so look, in free agency, if the Lakers and the Clippers both had enough money to give Kawhi a max, right? And
Mm.
Kawhi didn't sign it for the Lakers, that means the Lakers could have got like 3 role players after winning a championship, right?
No, I
But
think
instead,
Dwight
but
was on a
instead,
minimum.
but instead, but they had enough money. If they were in deals with Kawhi, that means they had enough. Am I wrong?
How would they get Kawhi though if he was on a
But
multi-year deal and he had a successful season?
you're not okay. Now I hear you. Now I hear you. Okay, so I'm gonna explain again. They traded for AD, right? They won a
Yeah.
championship.
Okay.
And in that off season, they had you know how the Lakers, you know how the Warriors had a max contract, and then they got KD after like
Yeah.
making the finals.
Mhm.
The Lakers just got AD and still had a third max slot,
How would they
and,
get? How did they get the third max slot though?
because they didn't have they the whole rock. That's how the roster was.
They never had a third. Because if they had a third, they would have
Then
had a.
why were they in convert? Was Kawhi going to sign for a minimum then? Yes or no?
Oh,
Then what do you then how are they gonna get Kawhi? They that offseason they held on their money so they could get Kawhi.
but
And Kawhi
Kawhi. But how would they get Kawhi if Kawhi still not had a multi-year deal?
exact they were gonna give him a multi-year deal. That's what you're not
No, the Clippers already gave him a multi-year deal. How the hell are they gonna sign him if he has a multi-year deal?
bro, I'm wrong about something. What
No,
am I
no.
Kawhi? What the bro?
Kawhi had signed a multi-year deal. He didn't sign a 1-year
Did
deal.
so was it Westbrook that good? No, what?
Yeah, it was Westbrook. It was Westbrook.
Kawhi did something too though. I just don't remember,
No, he
man.
didn't do it. He
Kawhi
didn't
did
do it.
something.
Cause
Kawhi
then they had that
did something,
unsuccessful
man.
season. They had that. Hang on, they had the
Somebody
unsuccessful.
in the hey, look. If I'm wrong in the comments, fire one of us up, bro. Look in the comments, y'all heard, man. I've been telling this, man. We don't know, bro. We sound confusing. Let's just find out after. Look, we both wrong, or
Nah,
just fire me up in the comments, man. Look. What is the best landing spot for Kawhi Leonard?
Raptors. I still think it's Raptors.
What do you think would be second? The
After that,
Grizzlies. The Grizzlies. I mean,
mm, Pistons. Do you have you? I just
this
said
is like
Pistons.
terrible, huh? Now him and Cade would be cool, but like. I mean, if I'm the Pistons, I would trade what it takes to get Kawhi. I ain't gonna lie, just to put him next to Cade for like a year or two. What would it
Like
take though?
Kawhi
Jaden
is
Ivey? Would you trade Jaden Ivey?
yeah.
I would too.
No, and you get like as a Clippers, you get a young player for Kawhi. That's the deal.
What about going back to San Antonio? Devin Vassell.
Nah, 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 nah,
Yeah,
nah,
he
nah.
banned from San Antonio.
No, he's not banned. It's just like everybody wants him, but like the only person that really like, how do I say it? Like he really saved him was Pop, because he knew what he
Yeah,
was going through.
yeah, yeah. Pop also like didn't try to save him. Like Pop's intention when he sent him to Toronto was to send Kawhi out the country. Like Pop didn't like Kawhi. That's how Pop looked at it. Pop didn't look at it like, oh, the Toronto Raptors is a nice winning scenario. No, the Lakers offered a better trade offer.
Who?
The
Who did they trade? Who did they ask?
the Lakers offer was Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, Kyle Kuzma, and two picks. And the Toronto Raptors offer was DeMar DeRozan, Jakob Podol, and I believe that was it. The
And a
Spurs,
picks and picks and
okay,
picks.
and like okay, the Spurs technically should have took the young Brandon Ingram instead of the old DeMar DeRozan, but instead they
No,
said
it's
no.
because
Instead they said, Kawhi, we're gonna send you out the country and contend.
no, I think what they were San Antonio has never gone through a proper rebuild, and
Yeah,
like I think what they were trying to do here with Demar was just try to keep contention in the
yeah,
East,
exactly,
in
exactly,
the West. But
exactly.
I
But
don't think
we,
it was. I don't think it was bad blood. I think
it
it was
was
just
bad blood. It was it no, it was also bad blood, but they were also still trying to be competitive. It's competitive spirit, like it's not bad blood. Like
like
they
this
ain't
is.
gonna
I think
kill
this
each
is the
other,
first
but
time we've ever seen the Spurs like in an actual rebuilding scenario
yeah, yeah, and yeah. Since they got Tim Duncan, yeah, I agree. But like,
since they got Duncan Robinson, David Robinson,
yeah,
really.
yeah. No cat. No, the Spurs have been a great team for a long time. But like Kawhi, that's why they were so mad at him because like they have a certain standard. And DeMar DeRozan, like even though Kawhi better, he was gonna play,
No,
and
no,
they
no, no.
still
It's
wanted to be
not. I think
competitive.
it's their fault though that they lost him. He like Kawhi could have really stayed there for his whole career, but the Clippers, no, the Spurs fucked his career up kind of.
Yeah, and they kept telling him to play like Kawhi, like even to this day, he's the same person. You know what I mean? They just weren't willing to accept him at the time. You know, it is what it is. Um, where else? Well, how do you feel? Now, Orlando Magic for France?
Hex, no.
Yeah, I agree. Pacers, nah, I can't make it happen. 76ers,
For
nah.
Paul George,
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say, but that ain't gonna happen. I'm thinking like we gotta just order the teams. It's looking like it's like the Timberwolves.
I think it's the
The
Raptors, man. Raptors is kind of a perfect fit.
Sacramento.
what would you have number two, Larry?
Um, Heat. Yeah, Heat.
Uh,
Sacramento. The top two.
what about you, Drayden? What's your top two?
Top two,
Yeah,
Raptors and I'm trying to think.
my number one is Dallas, and my number two might be Miami also.
Hang on, what do we feel about Jalen Green getting traded for Kawhi?
So
No,
Kawhi to the Suns.
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense for the Suns. They're not.
It does.
It
Devin
does.
Booker,
And no, no,
Kawhi.
no. Yeah, it does. And then and it makes sense for the Clippers because they get a young star.
That's not terrible, but they got Bradley Beal. They trying to like that means wait, is Bradley Beal on a 1 year deal?
He's on a one
Yeah,
year player option,
yeah, yeah. I mean,
and he's
no,
probably
no,
gonna opt out. He's probably gonna
the
opt out because
Suns,
he needs one.
the Suns are an option. The Suns are an option. Suns are an option. But it sounds like me and Larry both got the Miami Heat at two, so that's the only team that's been brought up multiple times. So we're gonna put the Miami Heat. But okay, number one, I have the Mavericks. Number two, I have the Heat. Number three, I'd probably go with. Man, there are a couple options, huh?
Man, y'all not giving no love to Raptors is crazy.
No, him playing with his cousin, the year like, what if him and his cousin take this, or he ride it out with the Clippers this year. See what Cuz do. Cuz got 80 with him. They got a number one overall pick, man. And I get to play small forward. I
I mean,
don't
he's
know.
gonna play small forward this year too.
I know. Yeah, you're right. But like clearly, like all this drama going on. You feel me?
I don't
Like
know. I don't think he's the one that's starting the drama, in my opinion.
I ain't saying he is, but I'm saying he's gonna be on a 1 year expiring deal next year. You know, like he gonna be on an expiring deal next year. Um, what about the Knicks?
Yeah, I was thinking about the Knicks, but no, you'd have to basically tear your team apart all over again.
I don't hate the Suns, Larry. This is the only way the Suns could get a star player without giving up picks.
No, no. Yeah, actually, I'm thinking about it. Sun's not bad. Yeah.
I don't hate the Suns. So you want to put the Suns in too?
Yeah,
Like they're gonna be in the top five, but like at two,
I think Raptors is the best destination, man.
well, I ain't really feeling the Raptors, but like going to the East is a move. I am not gonna lie. These star players need to like.
That's what I'm saying. He goes to the East. He goes and does his little, his little second Toronto ring, and then yeah, he retires.
Let's say okay, so next year, right?
Uh,
He's on an expiring. Let's say LeBron retires. He can just sign with Luca.
no, he can't because he's still on a 1 year contract.
No,
He's
but
still,
yeah, but I like yeah. No. This is now me looking 2 years ahead. Cause like
but he's gonna probably retire in that.
you're not crazy. That's not crazy at all. That
Man,
is
I don't
not
even think he want to play. I think he's trying to
yeah.
finish his contract and just leave.
It's not crazy at all, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like he might just want to retire next year. Like could be forcing his way out, Drayden. It's like we are just yapping, like we're kind of assuming, we're just having fun, Kawhi Leonard trade destinations. But you're right. What if he just want to finish out his contract? He gonna tell his agent, hey, let the Clippers know, y'all cheated to get me, and next year I want a farewell tour wherever I want to go. Like Phoenix ain't too far from California, right? He still be
Yeah,
home, play with Devin
yeah,
Booker. But like, is
yeah.
is Phoenix like the place to crash out for? Like, is he doing all of this to like get traded to Phoenix, or is he doing all of this to get traded to go play with his cousin Anthony
I,
Davis and the number one overall pick
I
in
don't
a
think that's gonna happen.
tax-free place?
Man, they might. No, you know what? They might have to trade Cooper Flag for him.
Nah. Kawhi's 35, man.
Who
30,
cares?
bro. We just had like cooked up an offer of Julius Randle and Mike Conley.
Without you think that's gonna be enough?
Yes, he's 35 on a max deal, bad knees, and has allegations on an expiring deal. It will be enough. Man, the Timberwolves might be giving him too much. Like no. Kawhi is very cheap. That's why this trade idea, this video idea, I knew was gonna be fun. Cause like, bro, he is so cheap that anyone can get him. The Bucks, do the Bucks just do it? How would the
I was
Bucks
thinking
get
that,
him?
but who would they get? Like they don't have the cap space.
Yeah, the Bucks don't even have like the
The cap, no.
contracts for like Bobby Portis. Who else? You can't. The Bucks like look that's why I said like the Bucks taking that risk last episode. Like moments like this, you realize they have just a $20 million missing. Like, the Bucks literally just have Bobby Portis, Miles Turner, Giannis, and a missing $20 million. So that extra 20 million that they're missing could have got them Kawhi, but instead they bought it on Miles Turner, which I understand. Like he's usually healthy. He just made an NBA Finals run, fit next to Giannis perfectly, and maybe they could trade for a cheaper player at the trade deadline than a Kawhi Leonard. Like
Man, they need to trade for somebody like 20 mil.
yeah,
Maybe they
exactly.
go.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
Maybe
I'm
they
saying.
go get Anthony Simons.
Yeah,
maybe.
exactly what I'm saying. Like in a team of Anthony Simons, Giannis, and Miles Turner, that team has a legit chance.
Of making it to the finals.
Yes, if Giannis is healthy, he could carry that. Giannis could carry that.
Giannis is one of like the best play. Like Giannis is one of the only players that I think can carry a team like that.
exactly,
Like I
exactly,
don't think Shea
exactly.
can do it. I don't like Jokic probably could. He has, yeah.
Yeah,
Um, Luca probably could. No, he probably couldn't actually.
Luca, it maybe Luca. Nah, Luca almost could. Luca could, but like
No, no,
I
no.
understand
Like
what you're saying.
this bad of a team though. Like
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
I think Giannis, like just his two-way impact makes him like the best carry, best
Yeah,
carry job basically.
exactly.
No,
No, I understand what you're saying 100%. And now he got Miles Turner that would be able to help him on the defensive end. And if they were to trade for someone like Anthony Simons, he'd be shooting threes and playmaking for Giannis. So like, yeah, no, that's a lit spot. But like, I don't think they'd have enough for Kawhi. Like they like what they did in this offseason, they'd have to go a little cheaper. Um, I mean the Grizzlies, we
Cam
got the
Johnson.
Grizzlies. Yeah, Cam Johnson. Yeah.
Oh no, Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas. I'm stupid. My fault.
Oh, from the Nets.
Yeah.
Nah, Nets ain't doing that. You got to be Kawhi wouldn't want to go there.
No, I'm talking about no. I'm talking about for like I'm changing the
The
subject,
Bucks?
but like
Oh, the
yeah, for the
Bucks.
Bucks, Yeah.
I mean, yeah. No, that would be. I love Cam Thomas. He become an all star on the Bucks, but
Damn, that's low key crazy.
yeah, he get 6 easy assists to Giannis a game, and he could score 25, and then he'd get one or two more assists to Miles Turner. Um, Kawhi to the Hawks. Jalen Johnson. Nah,
No. I think
Kristaps
the Hawks
Porzingis.
try to. I think the Hawks keep this core this year.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm talking about next year. Like the only team that this is a next year thing. We and up the score. We trying to think a year ahead, man. Like this is a next year thing. Kawhi is gonna ride out with the Clippers this year, or unless they you feel me. Now he got to ride out with the Clippers this year. If something happens, it's gonna be like maybe next off season. But like who even knows if Kawhi gets traded?
He might just. I think he's gonna get his contract voided and just.
I don't know, but what would be the second best place for him? Like, what do you think is the second place Kawhi would want to go besides Miami?
Shit, Francisco,
Well, the
Golden State.
Warriors.
Yep.
Yeah, but what would they be able to offer?
You said where he wants to go. You didn't say if they
Yeah,
could.
yeah. All right.
No, you
No, no.
did. You.
Yeah, yeah. I
He'd
mean,
probably just.
Sacramento.
He probably just
Nah.
want to stay in Cali for real.
Yeah, bro. That what I'm almost thinking too. Like, well, okay. What if like what you're saying is right, and his contract gets voided? Would that give
Sign a minimum to the OKC Thunder. There we go.
would that give the Lakers
Oh man.
away?
Would he even sign a minimum? Would he be greedy?
I don't think he'd sign a minimum, bro. I think
But
what?
the thing is, what's it called? They wouldn't be able to. How do I say?
Yeah, like just
No,
having
no,
a
no. Like, he wouldn't be able to like ask for more. You know,
yeah.
because it's like the middle of the season. Everybody's already set in stone. He'd have to sign a minimum.
Yeah, but not if he gets traded in the next offseason.
But we're saying right now before the year starts, his contract gets voided.
Nah, I'm saying next off. I'm living in like a world, or that's how you're living. I didn't know that. Oh no, I was thinking like his contract gets voided next
No,
offseason.
I don't think that's possible. I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, I don't know how this stuff goes. All I know is the Mavericks is like the perfect spot, man. Like you say the Raptors, Larry says the Kings. All right, Larry, what's your next team?
Kings. I already told y'all the Kings.
Yeah, but after the Heat, I mean, after the Heat, who would you have? You got the Kings one, the Heat two. Who's
Suns,
three?
Suns, Kings,
Yeah, yeah. I actually like the Suns too. What about who you got after the Suns?
Kings.
But you have the Kings one. So who you got four?
Uh, I don't know.
Y'all just not thinking about the Raptors, man. Because remember, if he gets traded, it's not for what he wants. It's from what the team wants. And the teams will
Okay.
probably want a star that's younger.
They're not getting a star quad. There's no shot. There's no
Yeah.
What?
bona fide star. Jalen
Yeah.
Green, best bet at that.
Yeah. Exactly. Check me
So,
out, Drayden. So you have the Toronto Raptors one.
yeah.
Who did you have two?
The Suns. I made the Suns thing. Yeah.
Okay. Who did you have three?
I don't know. Sixers, maybe?
Sixers. And okay. And what would four be?
Grizzlies.
Grizzlies. Okay. Grizzlies. I would have the Mavericks one. I'd have the Mavericks one. I'd almost have the Grizzlies too, huh? No, I'd have the Mavericks one, the Heat two, the Grizzlies. What would the Grizzlies offer be? How could he get his way to the Grizzlies?
Nothing. Kawhi's value is super duper low. I really think it's
I know,
too.
but like the Grizzlies,
Jalen Wells, uh, Gigi Jackson,
KCP, you said enough, man.
and
Nah,
some
nah,
pick.
nah. Grizzlies is a legit like
No,
scenario
but
for
like they don't need like great young players. They just need good players that are young.
exactly.
Because
They
they
just need
have
a
no draft capital. That's what I'm saying. After
yeah,
that, just get draft capital.
yeah, and you got to remember if they are to trade Kawhi, right?
Uh-huh.
It's gonna come with allegations, so they got to prepare for those allegations. And if you could get a Jalen Green and one of the and a Suns like pick, you know, for the picks you're about to forfeit, you cross your fingers with Jalen Green, and you cross your fingers again with that Suns pick because you're about to forfeit a lot of picks with the
I don't think they're
Grizzlies.
gonna forfeit. I don't think they're gonna forfeit
But if he
picks.
gets traded, that means something happened. You know, something got confirmed. And we're living in a world where he gets traded. I understand what you think, but in the world we're living where Kawhi gets traded, that means something got confirmed. And like
But if
they
something got confirmed, then he might as well just stay with the team.
yeah, but we living in a world where he gets traded, so so like the Grizzlies would be able to give him like the Clippers, Jalen Wells, a max contract in KCP, and they got picks also like beyond that.
Gigi Jackson, and picks.
Yeah, yeah, no. The Grizzlies got a plethora of like they could give the Clippers like three young players. You know, the Clippers got three chances at a young player. Nah, that's Grizzlies is a good spot. I like that because I had them on top of my on one of my top teams too. So what we got the Heat, Suns, Grizzlies. Oh, who would be next, man? What you feel about him on the Rockets, Larry? How would y'all finagle that?
Hell no. I
I'm
don't
okay.
think that's possible.
I'm good. I'm very good. I'm
word.
good. I go to Milwaukee. They can use them.
Yeah, but like it just like Milwaukee, like they have like look, they can't have like that much deals on their roster with how much dead money they got. You know, like the Bucks have it like that. Max player seems like you remember how I said yesterday, like that they changing stuff in the NBA. How we gonna look at stuff right now? The Bucks can't get another max player. Like they're locked from a max player basically. They have $20 million missing. Like they literally they can't get Kawhi even if they wanted to. And yeah, nah. Like they for the rest of Giannis's career, they can't get a max player as long as they got Miles Turner. Miles Turner has to be in a deal for a max player. and he's a perfect fit next to Giannis. So like,
If they move Bobby Portis and Kyle Kuzma and like another KPJ, they could get Kawhi. I think.
yeah, but would they legit have any other spots to like?
But why would you trade Bobby Portis if like you low key need him when like Giannis is injured? Like he's the Giannis
I mean, you getting
backup.
Kawhi, bro. You getting Kawhi.
I'm just saying, I don't think any team would really make sense for Kawhi. So I'm really.
So wait, so Larry, what you're telling me that there's a way that the Bucks could offer enough money to get Kawhi mathematically?
Kyle Kuzma 22 million, Bobby Portis 13 million, and then KPJ is 5 million. So that's 45 right there. Kawhi makes 50, and then the 5 million you can probably make that up somehow somewhere. So
I might want to put the Bucks at. Would you want to put the Bucks above the Grizzlies?
Heck no, that makes them older, and they might need to give picks
Yeah,
away.
but they don't.
They don't
yeah,
have any picks. I don't think they have any tradable picks.
But we just talked about how cheap Kawhi is gonna be, though. Kawhi's
You're
gonna
gonna
be super.
you're gonna get one pick from Kawhi.
At
Even
35
if
years old,
yeah.
like you got 2 for Luka in his prime at 20. Like
That
that's
was
what,
a fluke, though. That was a fluke. That was a fluke.
you
That
see.
was a
That's the
fluke.
thing about it, Drayden. I don't really care to like discuss like value of
Man, hang on. Luca is a fluke, though. Luca is a fluke.
like you hear that like I'm not trying to like judge fluke or like I ain't trying to like like nah
Man,
Kawhi,
we saw Desmond Bain and Mikal Bridges go for 5. That's a
if the
fluke.
if the Bucks could find if Larry is telling me that there's a way that the Bucks could offer a deal for Kawhi, and look, Drayden, you got to understand, in this world, this is the only world where Kawhi would have the leverage. You're saying that the Clippers would take the best deal. You're
Yeah.
right in some sense, but they're gonna take the best deal that Kawhi says that he'll play for.
No, not really. Because
Yes, because like Kawhi, there's some players that have a reputation. If they tell you they're not gonna play for you, they're gonna do it.
well,
Kawhi is one
shit.
of those few players.
Well, he gonna have to learn.
Like if Kawhi said, if let's say that this graphic we're looking at Drayden right now, right, are the only 4 teams that sent the Clippers an offer for Kawhi. Let's say that the Clippers accepted what the Suns accepted the Suns offer, right? Kawhi, what if Kawhi just says I'm retiring then? He says give me to the Heat or I'm retiring. You don't think Kawhi is the type of person to do that, Drayden?
Let him retire.
you see,
I'm not.
Look, Drayden, you young, so you'll figure it out real soon. This is not
No. But think about it. Hang on. No. Think about it. As a Clipper, I don't give a damn. I'm getting what the best offers. I don't give a flying fuck what he wants.
Yeah, no, I feel you, but like, it's either. But Kawhi is gonna say it's retirement or you take whatever the Heat offer you. You know what I mean? You're just gonna tell him retire.
Well, want. Y'all got finesse. Y'all got finesse.
And then look, what if that's the exact?
Can he retire with the? Can he retire with a contract though?
Yeah, you could now. You could. But look, Drayden, what if this is the exact reason Kawhi's leaking all of this news out? So he could say, so they could say, womp, go retire. He's gonna say, womp, I'm gonna snitch more, forfeit all your picks, get me to the Miami Heat. What if that's what I'm telling you? Kawhi is one of those players, Drayden, that does stuff and we don't know why he does what he does. Okay. Well, what if
he sound like a menace, bro.
That's what, but we're thinking in the head of Kawhi. Kawhi is a menace, Drayden. Kawhi won a championship and left the team in the same month. Like,
and they could have gone back to back. The thing is, they could have gone.
No, Kawhi does what Kawhi wants to do, Drayden. Dude, no. Look, that's what I'm telling you. There's a reason Kawhi's leaking this, man. Like, Kawhi knows what he's doing. Kawhi is smart, bro. It's like, stop acting like Kawhi's gonna get played by the Clippers, man. No, he's been playing the Clippers his whole career, man. He done made them give him 2 max contracts, and he's never gave them a full season of NBA play.
No, the closest thing he's done to that is the first 2 years, and that's it.
Exactly, bro. No, Kawhi know what he doing, man. Look, No, if the Bucks couldn't find a way to get Giannis, you don't think Kawhi would just want to go there more than the Suns? And then we was talking about sending Kawhi to the East. That's the East. That's the East team. And then you were saying that Giannis one of the few players that could carry. You know, like nah. And then Kawhi retired. You know, like you're right. Like this is a very small window for the Bucks, and you said it makes the Bucks worse because they're older. But ain't you say you think Giannis like the best player or second best player in the NBA?
Yeah,
So who cares about age?
but you need depth if you're gonna carry.
Yeah,
know?
no, I agree with you. Like the Bucks
Like
doing
like
that.
like
Nah, the
let's
Bucks
do
doing that would be
20. Let's
crazy.
do 2018 real quick for LeBron. He had like a lot of players that can be servable at one thing. If you don't have that, you really can't carry.
Yeah, Larry, what you think? The Bucks or the Suns? Higher.
I probably got some just because Jalen Green's valued higher for the Suns.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. What about the Grizzlies or the Bucks?
I go Bucks. I don't really like Grizzlies as a team. I don't see them
Yeah,
doing it.
yeah, yeah,
Grizzlies might have a gap year to be honest.
yeah.
I got Kings after Bucks, man. Kings. I got Kings after Suns, honestly.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm thinking we should just do? I think we should just put the rest of our number one teams in it. Call this an episode. Cause I think the Mavericks are none of us put our number one spots yet. Like we may as well tie it up right here. Like
Yeah, no, I think yeah, you're right. That's like the smartest thing to do.
because it is about an hour in. None of us got our favorite spots in, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give my reasoning on why Kawhi should be a Dallas Maverick. Y'all do the same, and we out of here because he'll play with his cousin at point guard. He'd be one of the wings. I don't know if he trade Clay. I don't know PJ. Whatever it is, just you can't trade Kyrie, Cooper Flag, or Anthony Davis. I need a four-man. I need a four-man lineup of Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis, Cooper Flag, and you figure out who's the fifth player. You can win. Just you figure out who the fifth player. We win in the championship,
Like
especially with the
Christie.
depth.
Next Christie.
Yeah, and he gets to play with his cousin, bro. That's the thing about it. And his uncle is his agent. But you tell me why you think he should be a Raptor.
I think he should be a Raptor because the fits perfectly. I mean, he becomes a wing. He becomes in a good environment. Like Scotty Barnes is a all-star. Emmanuel Quickly could break out. RJ Barrett is a scorer that can actually, go for 23 now. Like he's a bona fide scorer. I think they might keep Jakob Pertl and they might trade somebody else. I don't know exactly who, but yeah. I think Brandon Ingram for the Clippers side, like they'd want a younger guy and they'd want to score. They'd probably want to stay in contention with this team they have around. So no, I think that either way, I think like Raptors and Clippers get a deal and it's like good for both teams.
Yeah,
And the East is weak.
yeah, yeah. Very well. What you think about the Kings with Kawhi?
Yeah, I think they have the contracts in last year with Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan there. So I think it's an easy deal and an upgrade. Kawhi Leonard is definitely better than DeMar or Zach LaVine right now. The Kings are also in need of help. Don't really have anything going for them. Kawhi could maybe, make them a playing team and get them a chance to get to the playoffs. But just also bringing a star talent back to Sacramento like they had with De'Aaron Fox that can also boost some sales for the tickets. That's kind of my only thought process with it. Not going to be contenders or anything. I just think they have a perfect salary match with Zach LaVine or DeMar DeRozan, and I can boost the team a little bit, maybe like a seed or two up.
Yeah, yeah. And last row, we may as well just put the rest of the California teams. Kawhi just end up in Cali. And thank you everybody for tuning in to another episode of Up the Score Show. Have a nice day. God bless.